And we are back.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys. We were just resetting. There seemed to be a bit of an issue with the game sound, but then we've since been told it was okay, so we've not really changed anything. So hopefully, you will have game sound. You will have us commentating, not very well, but you will have us commentating, and hopefully you'll see lots and lots of action on the track. The countdown has started. So we have 6 seconds, 5 seconds left before we start the formation lap, and we get this race on the way here at the Red Bull Ring, the home of Red Bull, and as you can see we have a Red Bull P1 and P4.
And we have two Red Bulls commentating as well.
Yes.
So, not to say we're biased around here.
We're not biased at all. No, not at all. No.
But we're looking for a Red Bull 1-2, or a 2-1, or a multi-21, or whatever they call it.
Yeah.
Okay, so just watch on the formation lap now. Let's go out, try and get some heat into those tyres and brakes. Any early predictions? Get them in now.
Have you got the stream on, mate? Is it working? Because...
Yeah, I've got it.
Okay, good. It's not showing on mine, that's all. Yeah, I've got it. That's okay. Just making sure. Okay, let's have a look then. Right. Telemetry enabled. Lap delta enabled. Have their tyres on. Camera type. Hey guys, so that's a very look at the train there. Yeah, so you all ghost to each other, and
yeah, it's the closest DRS train I've ever seen.
Yeah, so let's have a look, see if we can get a decent view of this. And we'll go with rigs. That looks like it might be decent. So as we see Colca in the back, they're just slotting into a grid slot. And there we have it. Okay, so as we wait for the lights, here we go.
Onto my screen, we're on lap 2 already.
Yeah, me too.
And there's a yellow flag in sector 3. This does not bode well. Oh, here we go.
No, there we
Three
go.
lights, 4 lights, 5 lights.
5 lights. And away we go. Ranger does get a good start. But also there, Liam gets a good start as well, nearly alongside him. And
a little bit of contact, but he's all right there. Unfortunately, I think McEwen's round and straight back down to last place. That was unfortunate. That'll probably be one that goes to the stewards. But there's a brilliant three-way battle for the lead here. How are we going to get on? So Tooman nearly into the gearbox there of Ranger as they head down the second main straight here towards turn 4. Here we go.
Let's see if anybody's brave enough to... Okay, so here we go then. Division making a move around the outside. Is there going to be an incident?
Can't
like
quite. It's got a bit wide there.
No. Ranger managing to keep his lead up front. Half a second in it.
It's just a few sort of from P4. They're starting to drop back a little bit already, but like I say, this is a close track. You don't want to be too close behind anyone in the corners here. You have to make the most of the straights, make the most of the DRS. So maybe people are just biding their time for the first few laps.
Oh, that's a great
as we see rain already
there, all over the back. So here we go. No, Division thought better of it. I'm not making a move there. Stays behind.
This is it.
Okay. So, yeah.
Ranger's gone from first to 10th, he's back up to 5th already on my screen. He's coming through the field.
Yeah, and I've got blue flags and everything. I don't know how they do it. I'll tell you what, the commentators, the regular commentators, what a job you guys do, because I never see you. Oh, did I see somebody off there?
I think Division has got into second place, so
So Tuman's had
there?
something happen there. He's gone on the
Down
grass.
into ninth.
I didn't see what happened.
Back on the track now, doesn't he's lost an end plate, so there's probably contactless.
I don't think it's going to make that much of a difference with the rain. He's
No,
probably going to stay out. I can't see him wanting to come in just yet. It's a bit early for the Inters.
It's very early for the Inters, but this track can change quickly. We saw it last year in Div 3.
It does look heavy though, heavier than what it did. I mean, I'm just on board with Predators now coming down the pitch straight, and it does look like it's falling quite quickly.
It does. So, who's going to be the first to blink? Who's going to be the first to switch to the Inters?
Oh, 3 wide there into turn. Was it T1 that? Oh, and who goes spinning there? Bland has spun round. I don't think he's got any damage.
Can't see any there, but a great start from him and Tuman at the minute, and Silly Bunny as well, down 9 places. And McEwen as well. Sean Gregory. He's gone off, he's spun. No damage, so he can probably keep going, but that's going to cost him later on.
Colker, there's a big gain on this, up to P11.
Oh, and I think
Just
Division...
staying out of trouble.
Ranga's pitted. Ranga
Right.
is in the pits, so Connor's
Ranga's-
Ritzy, everyone's blinked early. So is this the time to change? Has Division left it a little bit too late, or has he pulled a masterstroke here?
Yeah, that might have let... No, he's okay. Oh, some unsafe releases going there. Ranga was just held for an extra second in his pit box, I think, for the racing point to go past him. But he
This
comes out
stage in
in
race.
P3.
Stage in the race, though, that extra second that could cost him.
Yeah, I'm looking at that though. I mean, the gap is not massive. He's only 13 seconds behind the leader. And that's Division. His teammate looks to be struggling, and he is struggling. So it looks like Ranga is going to retake the lead of this race quite easily. And then he has Connor 2.5, nearly 2.5 seconds behind him. So he's got enough of a gap. It's where his teammate's going to feed back in. Looking at that, I think he's going to be around
Okay, Liam, I'm just going to invite you.
P14. Nice and easy Division in there. You want to be slamming that brake on. There you go. Slow down.
Just get Liam back in quickly.
So Division's come out. Oh, it's better than what I thought. He's come out in P6. Thought it'd have dropped down to at least 13, 14 or something like that. So Southerners then.
This is good at the minute from Ranga. He got a 2.5 second
Yeah,
lead
he's managing
there,
to...
so coping nicely.
He's managing
at the
to
front there.
control that gap, isn't he? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he come out of the pits, didn't he? 2.5 seconds in front, and he's keeping it around the 2.5 second mark. So
He's keeping that nice and steady. In the meantime,
all over the back
Colker
of
on
Connor.
checks out. There's a few battles going on across here. Let's see how the Icelandic lady will do.
She does impress me, you know. I mean, so quiet, underrated. You know, goes, you know, under the radar all the time. And I don't know why she didn't set a time in Q1 or whatever. But you know, she's up in P9 now and just having a nice steady race, picking her moments.
Yeah, she always impresses in the races, Cole, because she's just, as you say, she's kind of like the ice. She's Icelandic, kind of like the ice woman of the pack. She just sort of keeps her cool and just.
And she's making a move. And she's making a move. Is she going to make it stick
Round the outside?
Here we go. No. But
she'll have
here we
DRS.
go. She's got a good. No, she's
No,
a
she
DRS,
hasn't.
mate, not rain. It is raining, mate.
And-
We don't get it in the rain.
Oh yeah. So I've never played this game before, but she makes the move stick. Surely that's it now.
And she does that. That is fantastic. Around the outside on everyone.
Beautiful. Czech is fighting this.
Oh, Czech.
Czech just loses it there on the exit. Kolka just sweeps her
I
into
mean,
eighth
that is
position
awful
there.
as well. Is it by the game there to get a 3-second penalty for that? That is awful by the game. He's obviously lost control. He's not tried to gain anything, and that's everything that is up with this game.
Red Codemaster strikes again. Unfortunately, there.
But Kolka with a great move there, made it stick, and now up to P8.
So let's look back here. We've got Predators on Jib Jab down the back there as well. Ranga, 3.2 lead, 3.7 seconds.
Yeah, he's got good traction out of there. He's going to have the inside. Last breakers, late breakers. He's going to let break late. That's 2 into 1. That's a great move there, Predators. Makes it stick on Jib Jab.
Meanwhile, Clock is on the gearbox of Connor. With Division straight behind him, so got 3-way battle going for fourth here. He's not out of this. He's not out of this yet. Come on, you Bulls.
Yeah, Ranga stretching his legs out front. It's now extended that gap to 4 seconds. Riggsy. Okay, so Southerners did make the move on Riggs and has got into P2. Riggsy's dropped to P3, but sticking with him. It's only a second behind. Look at this then. Is the pressure going to get to one of these guys? They're going to make a mistake. Liam's left the session again.
I've just sent him an invite. I think he's having probably control of his car, unfortunately, at the minute.
Clock managing to hold off Division at the minute. Does look like Division got a better exit there. He's a little bit closer. He's going to make the move. He's going to have to brake later. No, he thinks better of it at the minute. The closest battle.
Yeah.
Division
So what?
trying to find a way past Clock. Unfortunately for Division, he's got who is it? Connor in front of him as well. So to make a move, he's got to make sure he's clean and he gets past Clock without compromising Connor's race as well.
Yeah, he's got there. In the meantime, Czech is catching up on JH here. Sorry, Predators catching up on Czech, sorry. So I think there's going to be a battle developing here shortly. Division on Clock.
Oh.
Division on Clock.
He's going for it. He's going for it. Who's going to brake late? Who's going to brake late? Is he going to make it stick? And Clock. Oh, very fair racing there. Yeah.
Yeah. Great racing from both of
Very
them. Lots
fair.
of respect given that.
Oh, virtual safety car, VSC. What's happened there?
Okay, so who's main straight? We've got someone stopped there. I think it's.
Well, I've got some on board
is that
with
Bland?
Silly Bunny. So Bland says he's out, DNF, so let's have a look then. I'm on board with Silly Bunny. He says the only person not to have passed him. But Silly Bunny is only just gone into Sector 2, so... Well, he's just coming out of Sector 2, sorry. Very strange. So Bland has left the session, and we are racing again by the looks of it. Yep. Here we go. Yeah. That just shows you as well on VSCs, if you're very clever on how you do things, you know, if you're good at keeping your delta and stuff like that, I mean, you can gain a little bit of time. And as you have a look at Southerners, he's gained nearly a second just in that VSC. In fact, he's gained over a second now because he's 2.9 behind now. He was
Done
4
very
seconds
well.
behind.
But Ranga did have a gap. Was he playing it safe? Maybe, because you
Yeah,
all know what
maybe,
it's like
yeah.
to get those penalties behind VSCs for speeding. It's one of the most irritating things you can do in the game, or do to yourself, shall we say. And as I said, he had that gap there, so was he just protecting the lead? We'll find out in about 26 laps time.
Yeah, but I mean, or is Sudner deciding to push a little bit now because he's dropped Rigsy, and
Yeah.
it keeps. Mind you, having said that, as Ranga responded now, he's just gone back up to 3 seconds, but then dropped again to 2.8. So is Sudner's thinking, you know what? I'm going to go and try and hunt Ranga down, give him a bit of a race.
Maybe he's having a go.
See
I
what
mean,
happens.
the other thing is, will these tyres go to the end? I mean, I know they're inters, but it's a long way to go.
That's a big ask, isn't it? Yeah, that's a big ask to say.
But the rain could clear up yet, so I think it was only raining in the middle of the race, so the weather could play a part in this yet.
As Division then on the hunt for Connor. Block has stayed with them though, even though Division took him on the last lap. And then you've got Goon who's joined the party as well now, and Kolka. So a mistake anywhere from Connor down, and any
It's
of
all for the
these
taking.
8th, 9th, 10th quite easily take those positions.
Also got Monkey keeping close tabs of Jib Jab down there in 12th and 13th, so I'll keep an eye on that one while all this is going on.
Yeah, I think your likes of Tooman and Liam now are going to be hoping for a safety car to get them back into this.
That'll be, and let's not count that out in these conditions.
No,
anything could happen now.
and Silly Bunny is.
I think Division's just got to.
Is he pitted again? Is he +1 lap, Silly Bunny? Because he's getting blue flags.
2 laps down according to my screen. In the meantime, Division, I think, has just got to run on Connor here. Or has he? Has Connor got some ERS in that car of his?
Oh, going to the outside again. Is he going to try and do the switch back? Not enough grip. And Connor puts his foot to the floor. Gives himself some breathing space again.
Pulls away. Up front, Southerners has made up half a tenth on Ranga, but not a lot of movement up there.
Yeah, so he's definitely pushing because he's dropped Rigsy.
Yes.
I mean, he was about 8 tenths behind. He's now 2.2 behind. So it does look like Southerner is definitely pushing, or like you said, is Ranga just pacing himself, not taking too much life out of the tyres, and knowing that. Well, I'm saying knowing, but they're going to go on to dries. Try and take these tyres to the switch over.
Bit of a risk though. Bit of a risk at this stage of the race, I'd say. You don't know when the rain's going to stop. You don't know how quickly it's going to clear up. It's all still to play for here at the minute. And the gap is now under 2 seconds as well. So, like I say, Southerner's really got his foot down now. And still behind it, this battle for 5th is still going on. See, Clock's still not finding a way past. McEwen gaining nicely on Monkey as well, who's only a stone's throw away from Jib Jab, so we've got another 3-way battle for 11th down there. Take back on, but I'm going to keep following Division for now. So as we say, he's just falling back in his corners a little bit. So much dirty air behind the car in front through here. Say the best bet. They'll probably be saving fuel here, then put it into Ridge for these long straights and seeing what they can do. Probably using a bit of their ERS as well. But Division isn't. Maybe he's saving it.
Yeah, I've just been talking to myself. I didn't realise I had it on mute. Um, yeah,
I've
I
done
was
that a
just
few
saying
times.
that. Yeah, Ranga out front. Obviously, I did jump on board with him when Southern started to catch. A bit like now, Ranga decided to put his foot down a little bit and then managed to get back to 2 seconds. So I do think he's trying to manage that gap without taking too much too
It's
much
feeling there.
life out of his tyres. But then when Division come out of the pits and he went on a bit of a charge, I thought he might drop clock a little bit and maybe get past Connor, but it doesn't seem to be working.
Just hasn't happened. The whole field are lapping very, very similar times at the minute, and it's showing it is close all the way through the field. It's a bit of a few little gaps forming here and there. Colker and JH that's up to nearly 5 seconds now, and Jib Jab 2.5 seconds. Apart from that, you know.
Okay, so McKeon looks on a bit of a charge against Monkey. And then stay on board with McKeon and then see whether he can get him down the pitch straight.
I think I know the answer to this, but I'm just looking at fastest lap here, and apparently Liam's lapped in a 36.2. That's not a 1:36.2. That's 36.2 seconds. That's a hell of a record.
Oh yeah. I mean, he must have had overtake on the full lap, surely.
I was going to say must have done. Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely enriched on that one, wasn't it?
Definitely.
On super soft as well.
Or he had the 2019 Ferrari engine in there.
Yeah. Yeah, with the jet strapped on the back of it.
Absolutely. So Predators then having a quiet race, but he's slowly reeling in. Check this out. He's been around a half a second behind him for the last few laps. I just think... Oh, Division there gets a penalty. Multiple warnings. I just think they're not going to risk putting their nose in somewhere and losing an end plate or losing part of the front wing somewhere, and that will really spoil the race. And if they are going to go switch over to dries at some point, onto slicks, then...
It wouldn't surprise me if
don't
that's
wanna
what they're all
be-
waiting for. I'd imagine they've probably got the
Yeah.
fuel turned down for the extra traction, etc. at the minute. So, but can say at the minute though, I mean, we're on lap 16 of a 36-lap race, and the rain is still coming down hard. I mean, I think it's getting heavier, if anything. So I wouldn't want to bank on the slicks coming out in this race at the minute.
McKeown is all over the back now. Oh, and then we've lost somebody. Who have we just lost? Was that? It wasn't Sean Gregory. Who we just lost? It was Bunny. Come out of, I think it was turn 3. Lost the back end. And straight
it's
into
just
the barriers. Lost all of his wing. He's not having a good race at all. That's unfortunate.
What's up, Benny? Come on, mate. Get control again. In the meantime, I mean, I'm conscious I want to keep watching the whole field here, but I've got to say that gap between Southern's and Ranga down to 1.2 seconds now. Coming down very, very quickly. So
also his division is starting to ramp it up a little bit.
Looks like he's got his ERS going there. Trying to get him on the straight. I don't think he's going to have enough this time.
Get that braking right. And he does.
On the traction
and
here.
Better traction out of the corner.
I think he was just off the dry line there. Just off the dry line, I think. That may cost him. He's gaining. He's going to try on the outside.
On his camera angle, there we go.
Yeah,
Connor doing some great
putting his nose in.
Well.
Here goes Division.
He
Here
puts
he
it in.
goes.
Yeah, here we go.
He's got the grip. He's got the dry line. And it's done. Move done. Good work there from
very
Division.
respectful again. It could have been quite easy there for Connor just to turn his wheel and, they could have been both out. But great racing, great clean racing by both of them.
Racing fair. So is Clock now going to seize on that momentum, see if he can get past Connor? Let's have a look. I mean, there's 0.2 in it. He's going to, and they're on the straights now. He's going to be getting a toe off Connor, whether he likes it or not. And he's got loads of ERS. Look, 84%. I think we can see a move coming up here.
And don't forget Guna. Guna is right on the tail of clock as well. So it is Connor starting to struggle on those tyres. Yep, it looks like clock goes for the dive.
The inside. Oh, bit of contact. Oh, that was a bit. And that's fed Guna straight back into this. That's going to compromise clock now.
Clock. Guna with the inside line. Is he? No, he decides against going down the inside.
A few corners on, they're getting closer, but they're still the same order at the minute.
Yeah, it's just dropped clock back a little bit, not being able to make that move into turn 3 and coming out of turn 3. So
has to be said here, though, Connor's putting up a superb defence here. Absolutely superb.
Okay, so
defense.
Ranga in the pit. So he's decided that the rain
is in the pit, right?
Stopping around for a little bit longer.
So is this going to be fresh inters?
Yeah, fresh inters.
Fresh inters. So he's going to the end now.
Okay, so now it's time for Southerners to push. Oh, division, another 3-second time penalty.
Yeah, I'll take it from Ranga's point of view. These Red Bull strategists better hope they got it right. If not, they need to get their shit sorted out before tomorrow. Pardon my French there. Just a little message to the team. A minute looking.
Can Southerners push enough to do the overcut and come out in front of Ranga?
Yellow flags in sector 2.
Who's dropping down there? Check this out, it's dropping down. Let's have a look.
Check's gone off.
Check this out. Yeah, took a little detour over the grass around T3. Yeah, it looks like he might have lost the back end there.
Looks like he
lost some wing as well. Oh, that's a terrible state, that front wing. So he's going to be coming into the pit. McKeown, why is he ghosted? Why is Liam ghosted? Is he still not in the lobby? But Liam's not in the lobby. Let's have a look then. So Southerners stops out.
See if I can get Liam back in. Liam not having a good night with his connection, I don't think.
Liam elects to stop out and to see whether he can put his foot down. Full course, and by the looks of this, sectors 1, 2 and 3. What's happening here? Let's have a look.
Is this going to be a safety car?
All sectors. Or is this a glitch? Is this going to be a glitch?
It's always a gamble with this game, isn't it? You never know.
So it's not, check this out. He's coming for the mediums? Am I seeing that right? Well, I think... hey, I'm no rocket scientist, but I think that's going to be
far too early. Far too early. Obviously, you're waiting for DRS to become enabled. And, I mean, looking at that, say if there's spray coming off the tyres, it's still too wet and there's a lot of spray. How is he going to get into this turn?
Does come in.
Oh.
Here we go.
Check goes very, very wide.
Is he going to come out? Let's have a look. Ranga retakes. He's going to take track position when the rest in front of him do pit. So Ranga's going to be in P1 when the top 5 come in to change their tyres. Or, if there is dry weather coming, are they just going to try and stick it out?
Well, you see, the dry line, it is looking quite dry, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, that's key at the minute. I wouldn't want to call it at the minute at all.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at Southerners now, he's just coming from that brand new set of inters. Same as Ranga. The time he's making on Kolka in 5th, I mean, that's coming down every corner. Yeah, it was 1.4. Now it's 0.7. So, yeah, I think they're going to have to pit those in front because they're just going to be sitting ducks, I think.
It also shows that the inters are still the tyres to be on. Unfortunately, Czech is struggling down there. Was it worth the gamble? Maybe, you never know. Sometimes your luck goes your way, but I think for Czech, this might have been a bit of an early call, that one.
Or he's pressed the wrong thing on his
Yeah, we've done that as well,
on his
haven't we? Let's
loadout.
face it.
Yeah.
It's fine, but he's back in the pits now. I'd imagine going on to the Inters.
So let's go down then. We've got Southerners and Ranga. Ranga really on the gearbox now. Kolka should be an easy pass this going down into turn 4. Let's have a look. No.
Playing it safe.
Lex
Playing
to
it
stay
safe.
behind. Oh, hold on. He's got the grip though. He's going to go up the inside.
Yes.
He's going to make this stick. Kolka giving him plenty of room. Yeah, it's a done
It's
deal.
probably
There
going to
you go.
yield
There's
here.
the grip. Ooh.
Move done.
Yeah, well done. Great move.
Great battle.
Very fair.
Yeah. He's there once again with Kolka. You can trust her. You know she's not going to give you an easy time, but you know you can race her as well. I see Riggsy at the minute. Just behind Predators as well. See Predators maybe a bit of a sitting duck, 18 lap old Inters.
Why? You've got to take a gamble from there, surely, haven't you? You've got to think, right, those in front have pitted as well. And especially when the top, well, a minute ago anyway, the top 5 hadn't pitted. You've still got Division, Connor, Clock, Guna, all on 17, 18 lap olds. Got to take a bit of a gamble. Go in, change them tyres, try and make a bit of time up.
Yeah,
especially with how quickly Ranga and Southerners are. I mean, Southerners is within half a second now of Ranga. So,
but our Colker and JH, I mean, it's possible they're trying to hang this out and change to the slicks, but I just can't see that on the cards at this point in the race.
I suppose it depends what Jeff's telling them, isn't it? You know, not raining. It's going to dry up in 5 minutes. Shut up, Jeff.
Yeah,
what do you
whatever,
know?
Jeff.
Yeah. We expect rain in 10 minutes.
Meantime, Riggs has passed
Jeff, where's this
Predators.
rain?
Shut up. In the meantime, Riggs has passed Predators.
I'm disappointed with this game this year because it used to be an achievement. We used to tell Jeff to shut up, and now this year it's not an achievement. Yeah, I've told him to shut up, and I'm like, "Where's me? No pop-up of an achievement." I was like, "I'm uninstalling this."
Hot news: Division's pitted for the mediums. So does he think?
Well,
medium
here we
is
go.
now the tyre to be on. I mean, let's see how he gets on out of the pits here.
Coming out of the pits, he didn't look like he was on the right tyre. You know,
no,
he's trailing all over. Let's have a look though.
Let's see how he gets on down here into turn 3.
Hey, why not though? You know, P13. Why not have a gamble?
Oh, just go for
Hopefully.
it.
Yeah. I mean, what are we 12 laps, 13 laps to go. Let's have a gamble, see what we can do.
Yeah, I hate to say it. He is looking a little bit slow though. I think once again he might have just bolted too early then.
Check this out. Decided to do the same thing, and he's just hit the wall again.
Oh, poor old Czech. It hasn't been his race, has it? Promising early starts from him, but it's just fallen apart, unfortunately.
So Connor, who decided not to pit with Clock, are out in front, but look how much time Ranga and Guna and Southern. Hey, I've missed that as well. Guna, did you say Guna had taken Southerners? Did you mention that? And Southerners is just taking Guna back. So that's a great battle there.
Clearly battling. I mean, the problem here for obviously for Connor and Sotia is they're still going to have to pit at this point, and that's going to drop them so far down the field.
Yes, but if they all have to pit because they're going to dries.
Aha, yeah, that is true. That is true. So yeah, maybe Ranga still makes
if
to
they
make a pass here.
can stick it out.
As we see Ranga.
Obviously
Ranga's
not,
right on them.
Yeah, it's not slick weathers yet, but I mean you can see that from Division. He's dropping. Also, Division has made the call to go onto mediums. He thinks it's time. So he's going to be feeding Ranga some information now. And check this out.
Yeah.
He's gone. Check this out, has gone.
Oh no, check.
And there's Silly Bunny.
Silly Bunny struggling.
Lost half a wing there.
Yeah, he's been lapped
Check
again.
this out, lost it. Where's check this out, lost it. On board with Silly Bunny, and we can't see. No, we're not going to see because.
I'm just watching. Ranger on clock. Ranger on clock.
Oh!
Ranger's got him. Ranger's up to second.
Southerners as well. Deciding to get past him.
Very wide there.
And then Southerners got the inside line. Southerners on Ranger. Ranger's got the inside line. Are they going to give each other space? Oh, I think Southerners backed out of that a little bit too early.
I don't know. I think they're probably just protecting their net positions at the minute. I mean, if you're Southerners or Ranger at the minute, you would not want to do anything that's going to drop you down the grid.
Yeah, I guess so. And that track actually does look like it's drying. Oh, Ranger just fishtails it there, loses the back end a little bit. Heart in the mouth kind of thing.
Yeah, it's keeping Connor honest, though.
Yeah, I mean, Connor's doing well. 22 lap old inches there and still out in front. I think it's going to be, as soon as Richard... there you go. He's moved over.
There. Yeah.
So now then, is it time... Now that Southerners is going to apply a little bit of pressure on Ranger.
Still a bit of spray coming off those tyres though, so I don't think it's time for the inters yet.
Okay, so Rigsy just come out with mediums. Suman has come out on the softs, along with JH. He's put the softs on. Monkey's just put the softs on. And Division... at the minute, is still on the mediums.
Mediums don't look too bad at the minute. Just watching Rigsy there around turn 4, and he did seem to have some grip. It didn't seem that good. So maybe we're coming up to the time now. Maybe this is the switchover phase.
I wonder if Division is on the team.
Ranger's in. Ranger and Southerners both in.
There you go. Yeah, he's definitely on the radio and said. Yeah, Ranger, tell Ranger to come in. Now's the time. Yeah. I'm coping okay on these mediums. Playing the team game, their Division. I know your game, mate. I know your game.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
This
is also going to help Division,
so that's the right thing to do. The stickiest tyre. And I think, obviously, Southerners have seen Ranger dive in and thought, I'm having some of that as well.
Yeah.
It's all on this X out of the pit lane now. Don't lose it. Don't lose it. Oh, they're good.
Right, so now...
DRS as well.
I think we're going to start seeing a sprint to the end now, so this is where it could start getting a bit livelier. Ranger goes deep there.
Oh, here we go. Clock and Connor, side by side. The Williams versus the Alpha Tauri. Clock just managing to stick his nose ahead.
So I'd just say Guna's watching on as well. Guna's there just watching them fight. Watching him wear those tyres out so he can strike. Oh, he's already making a move on Guna. So he gets on. Can he hold it around the outside around here? Move done. Great move from Guna there. Brilliant move from Guna. In the meantime, the top two already 2.3 seconds clear. So they are on a charge at the minute.
They've got Predators all over the back of JH.
Yeah.
He's going to have DRS going into the pit straight. Is he going to make the move there?
And he's got Monkey and Kolka behind him as well. So, yes, we've got a four-way battle here for 8th position.
Oh, that's a corner cut if ever I saw one.
Yeah, Guna picks up a 3-second time penalty there.
So here we go then. Is Predator going to be later on the brakes? No. How's your time? Here we go then. DRS again on the Mercedes. The Alpha Tauri chasing him down. Great defending there by JH. Just putting his car in the middle of the track and say, go on then, pick a side. Which way are you going?
You have to say, if you can look at this from strategy, you got Kolka looking on, and Kolka's got more ERS than the three in front of them. So is she just waiting at the minute? I think she's probably just waiting for the moment to pull that trigger. Just keeping them honest at the minute, just keeping them defending, keep them looking in the mirrors.
Oh, she lifted off there.
No, I thought she did, yeah.
Yeah.
She's playing a game here, isn't she? She's toying with them.
Here she goes. Here she goes.
Now,
Definitely.
got to do it.
Got it. Here we go.
Or is she
yeah, he's got DRS as well, hasn't he?
She's not using her ERS. Is she going to use it down here, down the long straight?
Oh, that's a better exit.
Yes,
That's a better exit.
she's using her ERS. Here she goes. I think that's move done.
Here we go. Who's going to be later on the brakes? Who's going to be later? Who's going to be braver? Who's going to make it stick?
Oh, Kolka.
Oh, that's a great move, Kolka. Go on then. Are you going to stretch your legs here as well?
Cheers, if she can keep the inside up here, she might be okay.
Monkey fighting back. Here we go, here we go, here we go.
It's gone deep, it's gone deep.
And move done. Well done, Kolka.
Yeah.
Great move. Great battling.
Predator's next up the road for her. Great move there. We've got a jib jab here on Sean Gregory. So close fight between these two.
I just don't think it's worked out for Sean tonight, has it? I mean, I know he pitted a little bit early for the mediums, whether that was the right call or not. I don't know what he was doing in qualifying, having raced in different divisions with him. I know he likes to switch it up a bit and, you know, start on the harder tyre. Not start on the harder tyre, but, you know,
just mix up the strategy
at the
a bit.
end of the grid, mix it up, see how far he can make up the grid. Great race as well, Sean. I've got a lot of time for him as well. Raced with him in a few leagues, so
yeah, it just hasn't been his evening tonight, has it? Unfortunately, no. But and you can say it for a few. There's a few on here that have been quite unlucky. Division in particular, I think Liam's had problems with connections.
Okay, so it seems my timing screen is messed up again.
Yeah.
Southerners is one lap down.
Yeah, unless Ranga put
and I've got
really good laps there we weren't watching.
Yeah.
Maybe that
definitely something
hot lap of 36 seconds was true then. Southerners teams up in Ranga.
Yeah, I don't know. The clock has dropped back. Now,
or has he? I don't trust these times.
Yeah,
according to this, there's a hundredth of a second between Guna and Southerners, but there isn't when you switch on to it.
There definitely isn't. No. Okay, so Kolka then has caught up to the back of Predators. On a charge now is Kolka. She smells blood. She's saying, "I want more than a point today."
Back. I think she got good traction there, though. Great traction there. Oh, that's good night Vienna, that is.
Before they even get to the corner. That's brilliant.
Yeah.
Okay, P9 for Kolka, JH, less than a second up the road. And you would have thought 4 laps to go. I mean, Riggs is making a move now. I'd have thought he'd be a bit slower on those medians, but he's making a move on Connor. Going to have the DRS down the pit straight. Is he going to be close enough?
I think he might be a bit too far back here, but he's still got the back straight though, don't forget, and that's a powerful place to overtake. Not a lot of ERS though for Riggs.
No,
not a lot to fight with there. Maybe he's just going to hang this out, but hang on, he's gaining.
Connor's the same though. Connor has nothing left.
Gaining.
Connor has nothing left. Here we go.
He's through.
Outside. Is he doing?
Switch back.
Oh, beautifully
Great
done.
move.
Beautifully done, Riggs.
Cracking move. Riggs improving wise in Div 1 there.
Great move.
Absolutely top draw there.
Kolka then. Let's go back to Kolka. Oh no, she's dropped down. She's lost a place. Through all that, we've missed
it. Yeah.
Monkeys got past her.
McEwen not far off her. So has she made a mistake somewhere? Or has Monkey just pulled a blinding one? I'm sorry, viewers. We're trying to keep tabs with everything at the minute, but there's quite a bit going on in this race. Every time you look at something happens somewhere else on the track.
It's pointless looking at P1 and 2 because it says suddenly there's a lap down. So yeah, I mean, obviously Ragner's got this in the bag.
Yeah, you'd hope so.
But I mean, he's not. I mean, look at this. Have I said that? I've just gone on board and Suddeners is all over the gearbox of Ranger.
Well, the gearbox 3 laps to go as well, so there still could be
50% ERS. What's Ranger got? Oh, Ranger is low on ERS.
Teens. So Ranger, time to defend for all your life, mate. I don't know. Penalties could play a part in this. There's been a few pop up on the screen there, so we won't know until they cross the line. But until then, all Ranger can do is just try and keep his nose ahead. So seems to be pulling ahead. Seems to be doing okay in the corners. Suffering a bit on the straights here, I think, Ranger. He goes through. 2 laps to go now. Can he hold on to this? He's not going to have the RS, I think. Ranger won't. Southerners, I think he's in DRS time.
15%. So here he goes. Has he put it? Yeah, he's put it into over. No, he hasn't.
Yeah.
Put it into over. Yes, he has now. Yeah, he has now. Has Southerners got enough?
I'm not sure he's got the legs on him.
Is he going to wait? Make sure he gets good traction out of here. There you go. Now he's going to put his foot down. Oh, Ranger though.
This is it.
Looks like he's got great straight line speed.
Couldn't quite hold it. Couldn't quite hold it.
Adam Rich, stay as close as you can. Build that ERS up. Got 2 laps, mate. Well, 1 lap and a half. Let's see whether you can bring this home for the Red Bull.
Yeah. That's how I'm gonna.
And Rich is definitely not 2.8 seconds behind, according to the timing screens.
Absolutely not. And I think we need to mention it's probably time to pick driver of the day, everyone.
Oh, absolutely.
So, yeah. Who do you think? I mean, there's been some cracking races from quite a few drivers up here. I mean, the top 3, I think Gunnar started a little bit off the pace, but he's had a cracking one. But yeah, 11 places up, Gunnar. Kolka also up 11 places. So some people had a great race. Unfortunately, the guys that have lost out a little bit here, you had Silly Bunny down 8. You've got Division down 12 places. It hasn't been a good evening for them. But definitely a good evening if you're an alpha.
Yeah. There we go. Coming to the end of Sector 2. The roles are reversed. Southerner is now defending. His ERS is very low. Rich about the same. I think it's all going to come down to penalties. We've not really been paying attention to penalties. The only person I've seen really is Division, but he's done P16. So here we go.
Here we go.
Watching Southerners come along the line. He takes the race win.
Ranger takes the race win. Ranger loses the race win. Thank you,
what the hell? What the hell? So here we go. So clocking 3rd, Gunnar in 4th. You have Tuman in 5th, Riggsy 6th, 7th coming in Kolka. I think that's with penalties, is it? Connor then in 8th. Predators coming in 9th. Keown in 10th, the last of the points finishers. And then we have JHP 11. Sean Gregory jumps up to P12. And then we have Monkey P13. And then you just have to bear with us a minute while we get the positions back. And driver of the day says Kolka there.
I wouldn't disagree with that. I wouldn't disagree with that.
Well, initially I wouldn't disagree with that, you're right. Let's see what the stream chat says and see what the fans say. I mean, looking at that, I would say it's between Gunnar and Kolka for me. Let's see whether the viewers agree or disagree, because they're the ones that decide primarily.
Yes, let us know in the chat what you think.
There we have Southerners then on the top spot. And Rich, I'm sure he's going to be a little bit disappointed with that after controlling the race for so long. But then obviously as the track dried out, obviously it just looked like Southerners had a little bit more pace. Well, I'm probably doing an injustice there. No, not more pace. I think he just had more ERS, which allowed him to get past. But it does look like Ranga's got the fastest lap of the race. 105.2. I can't see anybody quicker. Oh, actually, SLR Liam has got that fantastic lap of 36.2. But looking at that, it is Ranga who takes the fastest lap, so will get 19 points. So there you have it. You have P1, Southerners takes it. P2, you have SLR Ranga. So 2 o'clock jumping to third on the podium there. Guna takes P4. Tuman takes P5. Rigsy P6. Kolka P7. Collins in 8th. Predators 9th. McKeown takes the last of the spots. JH, Sean McGregory, Monkey, Jib Jab, SR Liam is 10th to 15th, and I've lost the rest. So,
right, we'll get them in the party, and we'll have a chat with the top
three. Let's get them in. Yeah.
Okay, so Clock's joined. Ranga's joined, so just need Southerners now.
And Southerners here as well.
There we go, right. Right, do you want to kick off the interviews, Gary?
Okay, yeah, thanks for joining, guys. Please make sure your boxes are ticked. Okay, so yeah, what a great race. The top 3 have joined us. We're going to start with 3rd place, and that's Satya Clock. Great podium in there, and their Clock. After it looked like a difficult race, if you like. You didn't seem to have such great pace until the end, when the track started drying up, and obviously then when we put the softs on, you seem to go into the fray. Not a great qualifying either, I don't think, even by your standards. Just talk us through it, mate. But well done on your P3.
Yeah, I think it's just one of those again. I mean, I'm not there, the absolute top pace, but I keep finding myself in a podium position. It's just purely down to superior strategy and consistency with having no penalties. So this season I've qualified. My best result in qualifying is 6th. I got 8th today, so I'm probably around where I have been all season. But it's just I seem to execute the races in a very well way. So yeah, it's just
watching you. Yeah, I was just going to say, watching you, it just looked, and this is me I'm not bigging you up or anything, but it just looks effortless. Everything just seems nice and smooth and controlled when you're driving. Something you work on, or is it just your driving style?
Yeah, but it's definitely my. I think it's part of my style. Yes, I'm very nice with the tires as well, which helps me. It's like when with the Interstint, they were on 80% when I pitted, and I know my teammate his Inters were on 86. It's just small things, driving smoothly and keeping low tire wear and still going decently quick, and most importantly, not getting any penalties. It's the second race in a row now that I've only got one warning, and it just helps me a lot towards the end, and keep him being lucky with the strategy he had, doing superior strategies and gaining positions that way. And Yeah, it's just ever since Monaco, everything's just clicked for me.
It's been good, mate. It was a great race to watch. You know, I was a late comer to the commentary team tonight, but thoroughly enjoyed it. And you know, well done on your P3, mate.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
thanks.
Right,
Okay.
okay, so Ranga. So, on a scale of 1 to 10, how gutted were you just to lose out on that position? I mean, dominant through qualifying, awesome pole lap. I mean, the 102s, that was incredible. Great race, you got the strategy right, you picked the right tyres at the right times, you kept ahead, and unfortunately, right at the end, just missed out. Just talk us through that, mate.
Yeah, sorry, it's tricky, you know. I'm not sure. If I'm honest, I don't actually know how I lost that because, I mean, as you said, it was a brilliant lap. I was so happy with the pole lap, and as has just been said to me, I've controlled 34 out of 35 laps. But as I said in response, I didn't control the lap that mattered, and that's fair enough. That's racing. That's what it is. I mean, if coming to the weekend, if you told me I was going to get P2, I would have taken your hand off for it, really. So I can't really be too disheartened. And I knew what Matt was going to do, and we've raced enough together. I knew that he was going to try and either take me on the second to last or the last lap, and I just knew what it was. I just didn't have enough to defend with. I'd used up my ERS the laps previous, trying to put a gap between us. It just wasn't meant to be. I think he really won that race in the middle part where he was able to kind of bring down my 4-second gap in the rain. So he just closed right in on me during the rain. It just seemed to be a lot better than myself during the rain. I think that's really what's won in the race. But yeah, obviously I'm obviously disappointed. But I'm glad for Matt. I really am glad for him. He's been part of this league and a really, really important part of this league for such a long time. And he's come so close to winning races before and never quite got there, and I'm just very happy for him. I'm glad that if I was going to lose, I'm glad that I lost to him. So fair enough to him. Congratulations.
Well, look, mate, there's no losers and the winners here, really. I mean, you still got a solid P2. I think you got fastest lap as well, mate. So, like I say, you should have bagged yourself 19 points. Damage control, maybe, but either way, mate, absolutely superb effort. This has been Team Red Bull cheering you on tonight, and you did a cracking job, mate. So, yeah, you shouldn't go disappointed with that at all.
Thanks, mate.
That's all right, buddy.
Okay, so we move on to Sutton as our race winner. Congratulations, mate. You know, we were watching pretty much what Richard's just said there. You know, the second phase of the wet running, where you seem to just put your foot down a little bit and started to reel him in. We kind of questioned it in the chat in the stream, saying that maybe Ranga was just managing the gap, but it did seem to, you put your foot down and started to reel him in, and whether that was what you thought you should be doing at that time, and then obviously to catch him with 2 laps to go. What an overtake, clean racing by both, and your great battling. Yeah, just talk us through it, mate. What's your thoughts on it? And yeah, congratulations on P1.
I know it's just a game, but I'm shaken. Jesus. Just after the disappointment of last week, I spoke to SLR Nicky, I think on the Sunday or Monday. And he said, listen, you told me when I was down to bounce back next week, and he won. And then he told me the exact same thing, and it's happened there. Yeah, once the nerves settled, I think just after halfway, I seem to have found a rhythm in the wet. I can't find the words. But I just didn't give up. Just tried, just anything, everything to try and catch. Just to try and catch Ranga. Once I saw the gap was closing a bit, it gave me a bit more confidence. I guess gave me more momentum. Caught right up to the back. I knew it was going to get a bit drier, so I thought I might wait until after the pit stops, just in case he might start seeing how I take the corners, etc. So then yeah, then when it got to the dry last few laps, if it wasn't for key information by Liam and Beast, it might not have been the same outcome, to be honest. So thank you to them guys, but yeah, it was an amazing experience, and I'm honoured to share that with Ranga. To be honest, I mean, on another day, Ranga will win it. Just yeah.
Yeah, it was great to watch, mate. Great to watch. You know, you like I said, you reeling them in during the wet, and then obviously to the question I did want to ask is were you going to pick the lap you picked for the softs, or were you just doing what Ranga did and thought, whatever he does, I'm going to do? Or was it a case of?
I wasn't sure until I just thought, if I just do the same as Ranga, then I can't say then the best that would have happened was I might have come out in front, but then it might have given Ranga that chance to see how I take my corners, etc. If he was a second behind, then it meant that he might be able to save on hers and just use DRS. So to be honest, it was just spontaneous. I just followed Ranga in at the last second, to be honest, and it's just paid off.
But mate, yeah, it was very well done on your win, mate.
Thanks, Fred.
Fantastic to the top three. Well done. Did we manage to decide who was the driver of the day? Did we get any votes in the stream?
I'm just having a quick look back now. No.
I'm going to put it out there. Like I said, no. Okay, so like I said before,
Southerners driver of the day from Beast and Baggy.
It's got
there we
to
go.
be.
So,
It's got to be.
yeah.
Okay, so there you go. Then.
Thank
So
you.
Southerners, you got driver of the day as well. Well
Thank
done,
you so
mate.
much.
That's already deserved. Having said that, I do want to shout out to Kolka and to Goon as well. They had great races. Jumping up the order as they did. Okay, guys. So this is SLR. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow at 6 o'clock and at 9 o'clock for our Div 2, Div 3 respectively. Joining great races at the Red Bull Ring. Hopefully, we'll get a Red Bull on the top step tomorrow.
No pressure.
No pressure at all. No.
Yes, please.
Yes, thanks, Ranga, for leading the way there, mate. Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. I'm SLR Bean. I've been joined by Neelix. This is SLR. Hopefully, see you tomorrow. Thanks very much. See you later.